boots on the ground, put it down, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's been a while since I used that intro, huh? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Scoop. I'm Mickey D, founder, creator, publisher of the Baby Knockout newsletter, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for joining me. We got some exciting news on this uranium squeeze-up-all day. Dow, S&P, NASDAQ down a little bit. Uranium stocks up a little bit. That's that disconnect there. We're going to see a lot more of that this summer and definitely into next year, ladies and gentlemen. Get the uranium squeeze-up-all has not died. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. That's a term I coined years ago as the uranium market goes up and the general market goes down. There's this disconnect. There's going to squeeze in the uranium market, and it's going to decouple from the general market. There you have uranium squeeze-up-all. You like that, huh? Not. Anyway, we're going to talk about rare earths here. The Baby Knockout newsletter is out. It's filled with rare earth stocks. In fact, we added a couple more. We have 10, ladies and gentlemen, already on our watch list already. And if you don't get the Baby Knockout newsletter, make sure you follow the instructions on any of the videos. Go to an old video and you'll see in the description area how you can get the Baby Knockout newsletter and you can get ahead of the competition and you can knock out the competition like we do. Ladies and gentlemen, rare earths, not very rare. They're just hard to get out of the ground. It's a dirty, crazy job, what have you. China has gotten a racket on it. They've got the monopoly. They've had them for years and years and years. This is what they do. United States, we need our own, the West in general, they need their own supply chain of rare earths, ladies and gentlemen, and critical minerals. What are we doing? Well, the United States government is writing checks. They're letting people know that, hey, you do well, you got a good project or something, we're willing to work with you. Now, when they did MP Materials a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, whenever, I told you that they weren't the last one. They were just the beginning. And this stuff is going to go on for and on and on and on. And who's going to benefit from our research? Our baby knockouts are going to be a benefit. And we're going to be in there early when they're really, really low. And we're going to have Wall Street chasing us. It's a great feeling. I love it. I've been doing this since the .coms, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful feeling to have a little tiny baby knockout. And then everybody is chasing that baby knockout. It's a really good feeling. Now, the scandium, it's used with generally used with aluminum to create high strength materials. Most of these create something strong. We can say that just to put it in its elementary terms, guys. I don't want to get too technical here, but aerospace, you got aviation, you got like lighting lamps, you got even baseball bats. The college kids that use aluminum baseball, even those baseball bats have a little scandium in them. You got everybody likes the golf, right? Let's keep it simple. Golf clubs have skin, bicycle frames. You like to ride bicycles, right? All that stuff. Oil pipelines. How do we get our oil? There's a lot of use for scandium, and we produce, pretty much an egg roll of it in the West. So we've been counting on China for a long time. And they've kind of let us down. And they've cut us off from the little supply that they were giving us. Now, if you think that gold and silver, which is on a run right now, and our gold and silver baby knockouts are doing fantastic, just like our uranium baby knockouts. If you think that the profit margins right now, $1,000 and $1,200 on some of these gold in silver stocks. You think those margins are big. You ain't seen nothing yet. The margins on this scandium, this stuff is expensive. These rare earths are very, very pricey. I mean, uh, they're pricey. Let's take a look here in a second. Here, I'm gonna let's take a look. This stuff is serious. This is a serious emergency, and I haven't sugarcoated it at all. Even in what 2017, when we were out at the stadium in Las Vegas, remember? And they were slowing the stadium down. The Chinese wouldn't send over the magnets and stuff that they needed, the rare earth magnets that they needed to complete the stadium. There was a 2 week delay. Nobody said nothing. They said there was just some material delayed from China. And what did we say? We said that China could have been experimenting on what they could do with these rare earths and how they could slow things down. Well, that experiment was successful because they shut some things down now in the West with their rare earths and with scandium. But let's take a look. The government of the United States is saying, hey, no mas, no mas. We're going to get our own supply chain. Let's see what they can do. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe. Welcome back. As you can recall, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Like. Help the algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. As you can recall, we were out at Las Vegas with all this steel and all the magnets and everything they needed to put this thing together. They needed a lot of material, and they had a delay. It was a couple-week delay, and the answer people was, why it was a like a 2 week delay because they hadn't gotten the material from China that they needed. Nobody was thinking about rare earths, or nobody's thinking about critical minerals or anything like that. But I believe they were testing then, ladies and gentlemen. They were testing then. And what did I said we did videos, of course, on the company I'm talking about, NioCorp. We did videos on that. But what did I think I said? What did I say? I said something interesting here. You might let's say government funding or get a lot of money or do what they need because they're going to be part of the supply chain. We think, yeah. Now, what we need from them, from NioCorp, is niobium. They have some of that. They have some titanium, and they also have. I think what was the other one they have? They've got like three areas they're working on, like scandium, which is they're expensive. That's really hard to get. That's what per metric ton is about. That sets you out back about $3.2 million. Very, very expensive, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very expensive. Um, what happened today, though? The government said, "Hey, we like this project, and we're going to award them." I told you MP Materials wouldn't be the last, but they were the first. They get a lot of money. They've given $10 million for their Scandium project in Nebraska, so that helps the stock a lot. It will uh, boost the price up, I would say. The U.S. Department of Defense said on Tuesday it has awarded up to $10 million to the Elk Creek Resources, a unit of NioCorp Developments, to increase domestic supply of scandium as it looks to reduce reliance on China for critical minerals. Sure, we're looking other directions, ladies and gentlemen. China has controlled all this for a long time. The funding will help improve design and processes at their Elk Creek project in Nebraska, said the CEO, Mark Smith here. Uh, they'll be doing a lot, ladies and gentlemen. They'll be doing a lot, and everybody's looking forward to other monies being tossed out here. Uh, I did call it the next big pick this year, and I think it's going to do very well. It has double digits written all over it, ladies and gentlemen, as it trades above 13-day moving average. It trades above the 48-day, and it trades above the 200-day here. So it's a big day today, up 15% on the announcement. uh, what can you say? These companies that we do our research on are going to do very, very well, in our opinion, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to do very, very well. I said I was going to give you a book, to a free book here. What about Kara Snyder's book, uh, Artificial Intelligence AI, like AI, Chat GPT will eliminate 100 white collar jobs shortly. I remember when we published this book, and people were, AI, it's not going to eliminate anybody's job. Not, it's going to happen. A couple years ago, when this stuff is coming on strong, though, man, and the jobs reports are indicating that if you're not technological inclined or what have you, you're going to be out in the woods, man, because uh, I'm talking about 100 white collar jobs shortly. That shortly is now. So go over to Amazon and get you a copy of this and see if your job is one of the jobs that's going to be eliminated. Go over right now. I'll leave a link in the description area. Go over and get you a free copy of this and see if your job is going to be eliminated. Let's turn this thing around and let's close it out, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Stock Scoop, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mickey D. Yes, I am very, very excited. If you're excited like I am about the uranium trade, about the rare earths, and all these other commodities that are going crazy, even though we're staying in our lane right now for this channel, we're staying in our lane right now. We're concentrating. We're loaded, locked and loaded on our gold and silver stocks, which are doing phenomenal right now. The gold price doesn't have to go up, ladies and gentlemen. We keep that 3,400 or so for a while. We keep 37, 38 for silver for a while. Our stocks are going to do okay because they're going to make a lot of dinero. They're going to make a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Still best seller out. How to invest in uranium now. You guys remember this little book? 10 of the top uranium stocks in there. Junior silver mining stocks ready to explode. The explosion is happening right now before our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Right now before our eyes. It's happening. Strip's got a new book out. Silver investing in silver stocks, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. Look, no, these are career maker moves, ladies and gentlemen. Career maker moves. You know, guys are out there and you can get 60% or you can get 70. Why don't they ever hold me to that standard? Why do my stocks have to go up 3 and 4 and 8,000% in order to please some of you? You guys are pretty hard, man. We're a small group, and speaking of small groups, we've gone over 1 million views lately. We started at one. Some people started at 10,000. Some people started at 100,000. We started at one. And we've congratulations to all of you. I think it's great. You wouldn't be here if you didn't make money. So we're all making a little money here and there, ladies and gentlemen. But we're doing our thing. Once again, the Baby Knockout newsletter's out. The emphasis is on gold, silver, and rare earths. They're all doing. You ball and you get the call, man. That's where we want to be. We want to be with these companies that have the ability to go up. I'm not talking tenfold, 20-fold, 50-fold. I'm talking about 100. I'm talking about 200 times. Yeah, Mickey D said 200 times. Some of these stocks can go from some of our gold and silver stocks right now that were a quarter. And I emailed yesterday. I think a few of them out to someone that asked me about, how were the baby knockouts doing, and I think there were four yesterday. What was it yesterday that went over $1? They were well under a quarter, and now they're over $1. In this bull run, and they're just getting started. They ain't that they're over $1 now, and they just getting started. They just getting started. Player, who you think you rolling with? We don't chase them, we replace them, man. So that's what we're doing right now. We've got lithium is primed and ready, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. We're in the middle of a gold, silver, uranium bull market. Sure, Bitcoin is doing its thing. The rare earths are, this is a 5 to 10 year trade. The rare earths are gonna kill it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in Arizona, got something special for you. Make sure you get a hold of me, you Arizona people out there, my subscribers in Arizona, my you traders in Arizona. Uh, I won't mention his name, but he works for Charles Schwab. So make sure you give me a call so we can have that conversation and you could speak at this place here. Just give me a call. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. Next time you need strength, energy, you need support, look up, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you and God bless your family.